Oakley dokley. Welcome back to Black Desert, guys. So this video is just going to be an introduction to the game and just kind of give everyone an overview of what it looks like and whether the game is worth playing. The base game is going for about $80 on Steam right now. It's a fairly big download with uh, I think it's 20 gigs of the initial download just to download the base game, and then another 30 gigabytes of patching that needs to be done before you can start playing the game. So, yeah, it's about a day and a half of download and waiting time before you can actually join this. But once you're in and once you've done that, you've got access to this beautifully crafted it's not a JRPG, it's a Turkish RPG. One of the things that you will experience when you load the game in the beginning is that you can't understand any of the menus because everything is in Turkish. There's a very easy fix that I'll link to the Discord so everyone can see how to do it if they do decide to play the game. But other than that, the game is beautiful. It is pretty much what you'd expect from an RPG, MMO RPG. A lot of quests is about items fetching, killing monsters, collecting stuff. But the what really grabs me about the game is, apart from the visuals, is the combat. So let me try and illustrate some of the combat here. I'm playing with a ninja character. There are several characters that you can choose from. I'll go over the characters in a different video if you guys are interested in that. A lot of the in-game purchases are around cosmetic items and inventory space. So how these guys manage these kind of things is quite easy. It's based on a limited amount of space that you can occupy in your inventories or in your storage, unless you purchase additional slots or you play the game and complete quests that allow you to increase these slots one at a time. So yeah, the game is very straightforward. There's a lot of additional stuff that you can go into the menu. So you've got your character information. What is your character? What does he look like? This is my guy and his stats, etc., etc. And then you can delve into a lot of deeper stuff in the game that I haven't really gotten into. I haven't done any of the work stuff yet, but I am planning on going into it. So there's trade information. You can become a fisherman. You can become a miner. You can have residences. I think I've got one residence at the moment. And ultimately turn this into currency generating stuff. So the game works on silver. As you can see, pearls is one of the cosmetic item currencies that you use. So if you want to change some of the stuff of your character, some cosmetic stuff, you can go into the pearl shop and buy yourself some new apparel. Most of it is cosmetic, and then interior related. So you want some funky stuff in your house, or you want functional things that help you boost your XP gains and those kind of things, additional pets, etc., etc., etc. So yeah, that's basically the shop. Also, obviously, the shop helps you with additional storage, pearl boxes, and those kind of things. That's the in-game stuff. Then, of course, there is the in-game market that we'll have a look in a different video about, and it's fairly easy to become a rather rich guy. Let me show you some of the combat just so that you can get a feel of, is this a WoW ripoff? Is this something similar to WoW? In many respects, yes. If you have played WoW before, the mobs are quite easy to defeat. There is boss systems, but what really puts it apart for me is the combat. That's really cool. So it depends on the class, obviously, that you play. If you've got a magic user, you'll be casting from a distance, like a wizard. Your melee guys will be coming in close. If you're playing with an archer or a ranger class, you'll be doing ranged attacks, but a little bit more close range than your magic classes. So as you can see, I'm playing with the ninja, and I'm really crazy about the movesets and stuff. It's really cool. Very fast paced, very action orientated, so very shadow striking stuff. It's pretty cool. You'll see there's an overload of information as you get into the game. At the top right, you get notified whenever somebody tries something legendary or attempts to enhance very cool gear. The enhancement status is reported to everyone if it is a high class item that you can sell for literally millions on the open market. And that's a pretty cool aspect of the game. So it's possible for anyone in game to become fairly powerful, fairly rich, and honestly the easiest way to obtain good gear is through competing on the open market. That's a pretty cool exercise for me. So apart from the obvious layer of gameplay, which is you doing the RPG thing, upgrading your character and going further with it, you can also participate in the market and grow your empire. Obviously, then you can also participate in a guild. I think as soon as I've got a few more friends online playing the game with me, we can establish our own guild, or I do have some other guys currently playing in their own guild that we might join, depending on what the guys' preferences are, etc., etc. So, yeah, that's the first short and sweet introduction. Let me know if I can do another one, if you guys want to have a look perhaps at the different character classes or how the market works, etc. Diggy diggy. Goodbye.